a topic I think is of some importance for the average person. I don't know if you saw it or not recently, but there was this little video going around about this person comparing the price of a shopping list of basic groceries that were done that he did in 2022, like just a couple years ago, literally. And he compared them to the prices of the same goods like today, a week ago, whatever it was. And it was indeed a lot higher now than it was just a couple of years ago. But the thing is, to anybody that's, I don't know, ever lived in a fiat system and has paid attention to the fact that your purchasing power is steadily declining, this really should come as no surprise. The unfortunate thing is, it does surprise many people. And the reason that it surprises many people is because too many people never have the privilege with the advantage or really the basic education of having any kind of financial education whatsoever. Right? Try finding a K through 12 program anywhere in the US, or for that matter in Western Europe, that teaches you financial education at an early age. Things from basic concepts and understanding how money works, how to manage money, how to grow money, all these kind of things. It doesn't exist. And the reason it doesn't exist is because the powers that be do not want the average person to have a financial education. They want the average person to be completely dependent on getting an average job, pays them an average wage, and restricts them from achieving any kind of financial success in their life. And on top of that, they don't even want the average person, to even make an average wage. They want the average person to actually have a below average wage and live a below average quality of life. And the way to do that is by having the very, very top 0.00001% have such incredibly high-end qualities of life and salaries or wealth that they balloon or they falsely increase the average by a not significant amount. So that if you see, oh, the average wage in the US is $50,000 a year or whatever the number is, right? That's not so bad. You can live on that. Barely, maybe in some places in the country, but say you can live on that, right? The fact is, it's not 50,000. It's actually far less, right? It's more like 40, maybe 35. Why? Well, because the very wealthiest people in America, hello, Steve from Minecraft, the very wealthiest people in America and in many countries around the world earn so much more by comparison to the average person that it moves the average significantly by 10, 20, sometimes more, 25%. So you think, oh, wow, things are going great. The average salary went up. No, it's just that people who are extremely wealthy have made so much more money that it moves the quote unquote average salary. But the wealthiest people, they don't make a salary. They make their money off the markets. They make their money off of investments. Sure, they may have a salary, and that may make them a lot of money too by comparison to the average person. But their salary is a pittance compared to the money they make from the markets, right? Elon Musk may make a couple $1,000,000 a year as a salary from his various companies, but by comparison to what he makes in the stock markets, it's nothing, right? What was his last compensation package? It was like $100 billion or something crazy for being the CEO for the past 15 years. So that's like what? Like $5 billion a year? If you don't think that impacts the average person's salary number, and when you consider there's a couple of thousand billionaires in America who also make egregious amounts of capital, not that I'm against it, feel free, whatever, they can make money, yay. But it affects the average number. And to pretend that the average is as high as it's reported when it's clearly not, is just a gross abuse of reality. Like, to say that people on average make whatever that number is, 50, 60 grand a year, when they probably make closer to 30 or 40, maybe 45 at the best. On average, I'm talking about the real average. If you take out the wealth that gets included into that average by the very top people that don't make anywhere near what the average person makes just in their salary, which again, most of them don't even have a quote unquote salary. They just make their money in capital gains, etc. But the money that they make gets included into calculating the average salary for the purpose of pumping up numbers. And that's true regardless of who's president. That's true regardless of what political parties in power. It's just a manipulation of economic data to control the masses. All right, that's it for now. Happy days.